Ladies and gentlemen,
Hey,
welcome back to Coast to Coast.
and here we are your hosts. We got the Jolly Green Gum Gum Giant, and
We got the Trigger Happy over here, and joining us for the first time as a special guest, no stranger to TCGs, D&D enthusiast, and founding member of the God Boys,
Oh, yeah, that's me.
Philbert.
yeah,
Hello.
all right, the God Boys. I feel like I gotta ask.
We'll get it. Okay, so me and him have a very storied D&D existence going back many years, world crafting and everything. And one of our stories, he created a character that met up with another character, and they just happened to form a little troop called the God Boys, and we just kind of ran with it.
I respect it.
Oh yeah.
Massive
That was
respect.
also when we came up with Nick, and we all know that he has become his.
Fucking hate Nick.
I gotta say that started as a random general store dude, turned into the most integral central point of our story, to the point where it has betrayal, time looping, slavery. Like it has everything. The good, the bad,
Okay.
really awful.
And it's so fantastic. If you look
The
at it from the point
fuck.
of view of any of the other players, it's kind of like, oh, that's the final boss in Final Fantasy that had nothing to do with the act, like the final boss. You know how it's like, I don't know, you're fighting, I don't know, Sephiroth or something, and then you're fighting some crazy slug from space for no reason.
Yeah. Or imagine watching One Piece and Emu didn't exist. And
Mm-hmm.
then in the final episode, Emu shows up and it's like, I was the villain the whole time. I'm like, who is this dude?
So the Naruto effect.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Because when you think Pain is going to be the top guy, suddenly, nope.
and then it gets worse, and then you get Kaguya in the moon herself.
Yeah, pretty much. It's
Mm-hmm.
but getting past
It is what it is.
all of
Yeah.
that, I figure everyone's here to hear us talk about things for trading card games in general, and more specifically, One Piece.
Yeah.
So I saw that um, more of Zebek's backstory got released, and one of the things that was mentioned was how are we going to go back to watching the Straw Hats after an extended backstory for Zebek and his crew? And I'm like,
I mean, let's be fair. We got an extended backstory for Odin and Roger's crew, and we still went back to watching the Straw Hats.
that's fair. I mean, in fairness, the Straw Hats are pretty damn awesome,
They
and
are.
I'm looking forward to when I get caught up, because right now I'm literally just at Sabaody with when they meet the
Oh,
Celestial Dragons for the first time.
oh, you about to get to the good shit.
The
Okay.
last thing I watched, because I had to take a short break because I was getting a little overwhelmed again, was Monkey D. Luffy caving that dude's face in. I was like, oh, oh, damn.
Yeah, he
He
punched
didn't
the color out
call
of
his
him
punches. He literally caved this dude's face in public.
Oh, in public.
in public
Well,
at the
they
slavery
were
auction.
auctioning people off, and he said, "Nope." And then that dude shot a dude, literally, like cold blood, just shot him in the chest. And then Luffy's just like, "You know what? You don't need a face."
And he just
And so he
punched
removed
the
it.
color right out of him.
So I'm looking forward to getting back into that. I was just been doing like some side stories for shorter series in the meantime. But one of the big things that we talked about, and I know that this circles back to what we were talking about earlier, is getting into TCGs. I thought would be a good thing because there's three
Ooh.
points that you can enter into a TCG. Exiting, you can exit at any point. There's no set in stone place where you're going to take that exit and drop off. But entering is always going to be in one of three places. You're either going to get in, like for us with Transformers, you're either going to get in on the ground floor. And usually when you do that, you're either in it for the long haul or you're just testing the waters. Then you can do it after establishment, which is about where I got in. I started getting interested in One Piece around OP7.
Hmm.
but I didn't really start putting my feet down till closer to OP9.
I was
But
about the
still a
same.
solid amount of cards out at that point.
Yeah.
And then the last one is After the Boom, which I feel is like OP12 to the OP13 area where that we're in now is kind of now that we've past establishment, the popularity phase is in full swing because we're getting into
Hmm.
the really good stuff.
Yeah, these with OP13, all of these nudie leaders are going to be shaping the meta. So definitely post-establishment phase. We're entering the whole new pirate era.
Yeah, pretty much. We're past them. We're past our 2 year time skip.
Yeah. God, yeah.
But it's funny to think what decks looked like back during the between OP1 and OP4, basically the Block 1 age.
Mm.
Because the way the game played then, like looking at what was available then from the perspective of where we're at now and where I got in versus where we're going, like just looking at things like Emu and Roger on the
Com
horizon,
and
it's about
compare
to
that to say Kuro and Magellan. Like the power creep is crazy. And
I
I
remember
love
when
Kuro.
OP1 was the only set. I remember people buying packs because one total box showed up at the store because distribution was just rough.
It's still
And
rough to be
it
fair.
was Shanks or bust, basically.
Yeah.
And now crazy stuff pops out all over the place. We actually had our first manga get ripped at the store this
Seriously? Who ripped it?
Saturday. It was one of the guys, he's a regular for opening packs. I haven't seen him at tournaments yet. His name is
Uh,
James.
ah.
He
Well,
pulled the
dang.
Law manga out of 10. He ripped a box of 10.
Oh, that is sick.
So
That is
it's current.
nice.
I found out about it because Presto sent me a message, tagged me in a message, and it's in the case now.
Dang.
So
That's
I was like,
crazy.
good for him. Quick flip
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, super quick clip. I mean, I pulled the manga Gum Gum Giant out of PRB2 recently.
Yeah, dude, he flipped that as soon as he got it. Got what you got cash and a good
I
amount of the
got
stuff you were looking
I
for.
got an SP Carrot, a full playset of SP Limb, and 150 cash. So
The Gum Gum Giant manga from PRB2 was retailing what about 350?
350.
Yeah. When he showed me the picture, I'm like, dude,
Same
I
stuff.
I would have to put that down because I would be worried that I would twitch and like crumple it or something.
Oh yeah.
Craziest thing I ever opened was just like some alternates that are on display in my case now. Hey, but I'm not disappointed. My first box I ripped was a three hitter, which is actually on the grail side of things.
Mm-hmm. Most
Typically, you'll
boxes
get
in this, sorry.
no, you're good.
Yeah, most
Because
boxes in this game are just two hits.
yeah,
So,
Okay.
you'll get like two alts or like an alt and a secret. And yeah, I pulled a Big Mom, Garp, and oh my goodness, who was the other one? Oh, Reiju.
oh, nice.
Which is funny that uh one of the guys at the store, Bucket, I
Mhm.
think you've met him. I'm surprised Bucket
Oh
did
God,
because
bucket.
he's a Reiju main.
That
But
makes a weird amount of sense for bucket.
he's
Yeah.
actually really good with it. He won like three tournaments in a row with it.
Dang, good for him.
Yeah, he's good with it.
So is the power creep really that bad right now?
It's not necessarily the
Is it
Parker.
is it
Mm,
black pips bad?
We're not at
We're
okay.
not at black pips yet?
For context, when we played Transformers, when the game was
mm-hmm.
on its last set, they introduced what were called black pips, and it basically, when you would flip battle cards, it would increase your attack, increase your defense. Some cards let you flip additional cards. The black pip was in the last set, and it was introduced in that set. And what it did is it gave you the ability to deal unavoidable and unpreventable damage.
Ah, unblockable. Got it.
And
Piercing
Mm,
damage.
yeah,
Yep.
and what I did is I created a deck called Rescue 911 because it used General Optimus and a bunch of smaller dudes that just flipped like a shitload of cards.
mm-hmm.
Bonuses where you could flip additional cards, and if you flipped like X extra cards, they flipped even more cards. So I had these like little a-hole dudes doing like seven unpreventable damage at a time, and that's like a third of like the biggest dudes in the game. It was ridiculous.
Yikes.
I was convinced that if the game hadn't shut down, that deck would have been copied to hell because it was untouchable.
Action economy
Dang.
was an incredible resource in that game.
Yeah, that, and then on top of it, the swing outs once you got through their small dudes, and then beyond that, there was an item called Erratic Energy Grenade. It basically turned my little guy, because my little guys were easy to smush, but I set it up so that when they got smushed, they went kaboom and dealt unpreventable damage to the entire board. So
Damn, okay.
imagine it's kind of like it was basically the torrential tribute. Imagine the
Yeah,
easy for
kind of
the
was.
and for people who are watching this, the easy way to kind of liken this to One Piece would be if one of your characters died and it dealt one life damage to both players. And
Mhm.
could do that
Kind
mul
of.
could basically have that set up to be multiple times too. Because they could
Ah.
trigger imagine like I kill your Luffy. Luffy deals Luffy deals one life damage to each player. And then as a result, a trigger from my own life goes off from that, causing it to happen again to the point where
Okay.
we're both down to like one life by the time you're even
Hmm.
getting a turn. So yeah, it was dumb. So, and it's
That
entirely
does sound
possible
kind
that
of
there could
dumb, I
be
won't
stuff
lie.
like
Then you play Sparks and win.
that. Sparks for
Yeah.
game. Oh, the meme.
Sparks OTK, baby.
Raigeki Silverfang. The classic combo.
Ah, classic.
Oh boy.
Uh,
The amount of
Beckett.
card games
What
that we have played
what a
is
magazine.
so one of the other topics that I thought would be an interesting point to talk about too is Grail cards. Everybody has them. It's usually dictated by the community, but it's also kind of dictated by personal preference too. For example,
Mhm.
well, I guess an easy way would be like you pulled Triple G,
Yeah.
hell of a card, but if it's not something that you're looking to put on display or use, it does it qualify as a Grail? Because it's not like for you, I would say that your SP Carrot is your Grail
Yes, I would say that as well.
because Carrot
My
Carrot's a
Go
big
ahead.
thing for you because that was a big deal for you when you got Carrot.
Yeah, it was actually the first deck I ever made in this game. Um, so it's very special deck me, and it is one of the two decks in this game that I am okay fully alting. Otherwise, I just play base rarity because base rarity is cheap.
Yeah, but on the opposite side, some base rarity stuff is not cheap. Ooh.
Marco.
Oh,
The PRB2 prints are a disaster.
yeah. Well, I can honestly say I'm happy that boas did not spike in price. Well, they spiked in price and came down. They're down like another dollar since I ordered mine, but I feel like I mean, it was in a comfortable position because that $1 area will probably flux periodically.
Yeah,
And depending on how much representation it gets, it could go back up.
it definitely could go back up.
I
Yeah.
think it's better than people are giving it credit for at this point, but also I don't think there's going to be any really, really big tournaments.
No, and going into OP13, the meta is Black Emu, Green Zoro, Red Blue Ace, maybe Red Purple Roger. It's kind of a triangle with Roger kind of butting his head in every once in a while. There is no yellow to be seen. So
Roger's
I
really
don't.
stupid.
Mhm. It is a very feast or famine type deck.
Yeah, because the whole thing is that he has negative to his own attack to his own power value until you get to what 10 Dawn, right?
Tendon.
And then he powers up to 7K.
7K.
Most leaders chill at the 5K mark.
Yeah.
Normally, when you're above 5K, you reduce your life. But does Roger 4 or 5 life? I think he's
5 life leader.
yeah 5 life, which is ridiculous. And then when you get to since he has purple, he can ramp to get to that 10 Dawn faster. And
Hmm.
when he hits that 10 Dawn, he's 7K. So for
Wow.
context, because I know that you have touched nothing,
Nothing at all.
when you attack your opponent's leader, whatever is swinging at them has to be equal to or better than their power to deal damage. So it's not
Okay.
like with things like dual masters where you could just swing with whatever to break shields. You have to have a minimum. Your zeros don't do much. Usually meat shields.
Usually. Man, we're bringing all the obscure card games out today.
I can dig out ISA.
Do you want me to get my Mega Man deck out?
I do have my Mega Man
Hey,
deck at the ready. I was playing Torchman the last time we touched it.
I mean, look, I'm getting in Union Arena soon because the Yu Yu Hakusho set's dropping at the end of the month. So,
What'd you say?
What?
Excuse me? What was that?
Union Arena, Yu Yu
It's another
Hakusho.
Bandai game.
Yep.
Okay.
And it looks like it plays very similarly to One Piece. I didn't know they had a UU signature. I was always joking that if Fairy Tail got released, that I would just play that.
October 28th, baby.
Okay, I'm gonna have to at least look at that because there's probably going to be stuff to go on display at the very minimum.
I think the booster box said they're actually pretty cheap too.
It's not super popular, but it gets enough attention that it's gonna go for a minute.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, One Piece, we are
Yes, we could
doing
talk
the
about
thing we
all the other
do.
games, at least with Bandai. At least we're talking about other Bandai games.
That's fair.
Digimon. Oh wait, no one in our group plays that.
No.
But yeah, Grail cards. Switching back to Grail cards. Grail cards kind of come in all shapes and forms. They can come from other games too. I've got so many games that I've played that I have I have like three shelves of One Piece, and then I've got Grail
Hmm.
cards from the rest of my history, kind of spanning down. But we all know that the one Grail card I want to put on display, I still can't figure out where I put it.
Are you still?
I still have
Still.
not located it.
Dude,
All
you've
done
turned your
dirty.
entire house apart at this
He
point.
gets a message like once a week. It's just a profanity laden rant about how I've gone through my boxes again.
Yeah. Yeah.
But in fairness, a card signed by the voice actor that has technically been in my possession for the greater part of 2 decades, it's a little maddening to not know where it's at.
A bit. Yeah. No arguments there.
But yeah. But
Uh,
and as far as like anything else, so One Piece story of the day. So our
yes.
shop finally put One Piece back on the schedule because we just came off of our hiatus with them redoing the shop.
I saw one event this month on the 25th.
It's the one Saturday that I'm not available.
No.
I have I have I have other arrangements that day, and unfortunately they cannot be shifted. And I had to go when I was in the shop this evening, and I told Preston because I was just like, I'm not. Unfortunately, I cannot make it that time. But if we can get other tournaments going, I would be happy to play. But the dry spell continues.
That's so
3 months since my last tournament.
rough. They got to start holding them more than once a month. I mean, I
I
know
mean,
Yu-Gi-Oh's the baby, but
well, it sounds like they're going to have them on Saturdays, so I'm hoping that they'll at least be every other week.
that's fair.
But yeah, I am I'm really itching, honestly, being able to play games with you every week or every other week at the very least.
Hmm.
It scratches that itch a little bit because one of the big things is playing with people that I can interact with in person
Absolutely.
or at least audio visually.
That's
I
part of
have
the
no
fun of card
problems playing with
games.
people on the sim. You meet some really cool people, and sometimes
Sometimes.
sometimes people like to be not so nice. And
Yeah, what
usually
you
when
gonna
that
do?
happens, I'll just say, "I'm sorry you feel that way." Bounce.
Yeah, yeah.
How's the local scene been out on the west side
Um,
of the coast?
so I did skip this week. There was a pretty massive rainstorm on Monday and Tuesday here, which
Oh, okay.
uh, and I love the rain. So it's not that like, oh, I don't want to go out in the rain. It's this weather's too fucking nice to go out and play One Piece. This is just the perfect chill and read a book and play a game and listen to the rain on the window weather. So
I
I
say,
did
look,
skip the last week.
when I get that kind of time where I'm not looking to go anywhere and I have the available time, like I'll play some Silk Song or something. I'm not
Yeah,
above rage baiting myself.
yeah, that's fair. Although last week I did go 3-1 with Carrot at locals, which was fantastic. Ended
Hey,
up getting third place out of the 11, but that's only because my first round opponent dropped on me because he got salty for losing to a silly deck. And so
You're the
silly.
best.
It's Carrot's not even. I don't even think Carrot's a silly deck. I think
It's
Carrot's
not.
just a deck that people aren't prepared for.
Agreed. I
She
agree.
what? She taps people, right?
If I have a Minx in play, I can rest a 5 cost or lower character.
Yeah, it basically sits people down so you can beat them up.
Okay,
Yes.
so it's a
Yeah, it
control
says
deck.
Yeah, oh my
yes.
goodness. It
Okay.
does that. It rests people and then it has lots of stuff that freezes them so they can't ready themselves.
Unt. Hmm.
Which I know from the last time when we played
That's a blue card.
last week and he double Doffied me. And when Doffy is their 10 drop, you basically use
Okay.
all your Dawn to play it and he chooses 3 characters and or leader cards that your opponent controls and freezes them.
Oh, leaders as well.
Yeah, it can freeze
Yes.
later. It was
Nice.
a little maddening because I'm like, oh, you Doffied me. I'm like, okay, if he doesn't smush my whole board, we're gonna get something next turn. Doffy, I'm like, nope,
Sometimes it just
I'm
hits a double
I'm
doppy, man.
fudged now.
So yeah, because he dropped in round one, his record was 0-4. So instead
Oof.
of get, and I only lost in the finals. I lost a purple yellow pudding in the finals, making my record 1-3, only losing to first place. But because my
Tiebreakers.
percentage got dropped because of the 0-4 guy, I ended up being third, which did make me lose out on 2 PRB 2 packs, which that hurt. They could have been anything,
Even a boat.
but even a vote actually,
We've
yeah,
always
could have been
wanted one of those. The funny
right.
part, so now anytime I pull Thousand Sunny from PRB2, I'm going to have to send it to the group chat. Be like,
Yes.
we got a boat. I'm on a boat.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
So since we were talking about getting in, like
Yeah.
the right, I have, like we kind of mentioned, I have no experience,
With
nothing
One Piece, but
with One Piece.
he
Yeah.
has tons of trading card game experience. I think the big one that's going to help you kind of clear the hump is your experience with Magic the Gathering.
Okay.
Yes.
If you can understand Magic, this is a little easier because the phases are broken down, there's no stack. The only thing to
Okay.
understand is when you get to the point where you basically get like one big main phase. You can play dudes, attack, you can do it in any order
Okay.
because it lets you basically use your effects however you choose to. When a battle occurs, basically you declare your attacker, you declare the target. Your opponent then gets the opportunity to activate blockers. After he decides there's no whether there are or not blockers, it goes to what's called a counter step. So what that means is your opponent gets the opportunity to play cards with counter from their hand, whether it's a card where they're paying cost for an effect. Cards also have a counter value. Some cards have counter values on them. You can discard them from your hand to give you a boost for the battle.
Okay.
So you can use that to help keep people alive, keep characters alive, prevent damage. You're
Okay.
you're sacrificing hand advantage and potentially useful resources
Mm-hmm.
for
Like, take
salvation.
this card for existence. I
There you
just
go.
pulled it off of I just pulled it off my desk. See how it says, oh, green screen, don't do this to me.
There we go.
Can't do this now. There
There we
we
go.
go.
Okay.
See how it says counter 1000 there in the corner?
Right here on the left hand border.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when they're battling, he can pitch that and it gives 1,000 power boost.
Okay. So I
And
guess I guess my initial question was, since I have no idea what's going on, I what I'm going to be getting picking up a deck to start from
Mm-hmm.
within the next day or
there
two.
are some good choices and there's some precarious choices.
But
I
of course,
think
I'm going to pick the precarious choice because
well
Obviously.
he had his eye on Green Bonnie, which structure deck I was like that might be dicey, but between the PRB reprint and the fact that the Learn Together deck has it, Cavendish is now available at a reasonable price. When
And Bonnie,
that they were about $40 a copy.
oh,
now
I
they're six.
so
Um,
my thought process was I'm going to look at the cover of the starter decks and whichever one vibes with me the best, I'm going to get that one.
So the
I respect
12-year-old
it.
girl got it.
That's yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I
I have
take it you
experience.
don't have any experience with the One Piece anime yet either?
Uh, just from reading it in Shonen Jump when I was a kid.
Respect.
So
Respect. Um,
I
I'm
But
losing points, but I'm gaining a little bit.
I say you get
yeah,
some street cred from being in during the golden age.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Bonnie's a pretty solid deck to start out with. It's actually one of the stronger decks right now. I think it's ever since its release, it's consistently held tier one, tier two status, never dropping below that. So it's a solid deck overall. It's a very control focused deck as well.
Yes,
Okay.
because Bonnie's thing is that during your
On
opponent's turn,
your
you can pay one to tap a character or Don.
no, when your opponent close actually, when your opponent attacks, you can rest one of your Dawn to rest one of their characters. So basically, they lose one
Ooh,
swing or leader, character or leader. So they're losing a swing each turn.
Yes,
that's
there you go.
cool. I like that.
And like I said, Cavendish has been like kind of the crux of the deck because it gives you card economy.
Okay.
You basically you play it, it part of the cost that you're resting stands itself back up so you can pay for more things.
Okay.
But also when Cavendish attacks, it also restands those as well because it has an on play slash when attacking effect.
Okay.
So it gets you good card economy, and like I said, it's been kind of the central mid range pillar for that strategy. But green gets some really cool stuff. One of the best cards that I think doesn't see enough play is Electric Luna. And
Oh, I love Electric Luna
I say
so
that is one of
much.
Fred's boys. It's a minx type card, and what it does is when it's used as a trigger, which is when you take damage, cards go to your. It's kind of like in Duel Masters with the shields.
Hmm.
Triggers trigger, you can pitch them and get the call a trigger effect for free. It's just
Okay.
not what the card's effect is necessarily. So when Luna triggers, you can rest a character. So it can
Okay.
prevent like a final swing or something. When you play it from your hand, it's a 3 cost. All rested characters freeze.
All rested characters cost 7 or less freeze, but
Yes.
cards in this game
That's
only
still
go.
most of the time.
Yeah, cards in this game only go from 1 to 10 costs. So you know,
Okay.
You're hitting 70% of the field essentially.
yes,
But yes, it is gross and it
it
can
is.
stall out, and if you draw into Doffy, I mean,
It is amazing, and I
you'll
love
start
it.
locking them out of stuff. And the
I
funny
bought
part is,
20
like, some of your green
copies.
stuff you're looking for, I actually have because I have a Doffy stud deck.
Oh.
He's stupid because he unrests Dawn at the end of your turn, so you get just tons of events that you can just pitch. Yep, you get 2 back. Birdcage is the dumb part.
Herbert.
Characters cost 5 or less that are rested remain rested while this card is on the field. When you have so many Dawn, I don't remember.
When you have 10 Dawn, you
At the end of
can.
the if you end your turn with 10 Dawn, it goes to the trash and takes every rested character of 5 or less with it. So it's basically Mystic Mine that turns into Dark Hole.
Yeah. Wow, that is a very apt description. Yes.
And it's douchey because
Seriously.
there's cards that he plays that when your opponent does stuff, it just starts resting characters, so they just get locked underneath Birdcage. And
Mm-hmm.
then there's cards that let you return Dawn to your Dawn deck, so you can just keep the cage up perpetually.
You
Like
Oh
the
yeah.
chopper blocker you recommended, which was the tech choice that I use. During your opponent's turn, you can return a Dawn to your Dawn deck, and it becomes a blocker.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did
So,
recommend that.
and he's a 6 cost, so he gets to stand up.
5 cost. He's a 5 cost
Oh, he's a
6K.
fiver? Okay.
Yes.
Oh no,
But he
isn't
does
you return one, he unrests himself and gains blocker?
yes. Yes.
Yeah, so
Oh.
he gets to dodge Birdcage because if you untap with effects, they can unrest.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's trashy. I love it.
It's beautiful.
And if you play the deck right, you're unresting 6 Dawn at the end of your turn.
That actually happened to me like during that 3-1 carrot night. My second opponent was green purple Doffy. That man got the setup to unrest 6 on a turn.
And that's ridiculous because that means he can drop like 3 events on you for protection, and then it gets all kinds of nonsense stuff. Rest your characters, draw cards, fucking
Mm-hmm.
rest more people.
it got to the point where I dropped a doppy, he dropped a doppy. Sorry, he dropped a doppy, I dropped a doppy, he dropped a doppy, I dropped another doppy.
So they're just sitting there, just locking their fields up. So they're just playing
Staring at each other,
the world's
menacingly.
slowest game of chess. It's
Yes.
basically check, uncheck, check, uncheck.
Yes.
I do love dumb decks like that, but at the same time, sometimes it's just not worth it to sit there and drag time out. That's why
Yeah. It's fun
that's why
though.
I was a chopper main for the longest time, because I just love filling the board up and just going for crazy amounts of swings.
Mm.
The running joke with certain red decks, Zoro and Chopper specifically, was you sneeze and the board's full.
Yeah, actually. That's just correct.
And a lot of your characters get rush, which is just it's haste.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, they do have keywords in here. I did see that one thing they changed recently too in the last couple sets was in the earlier sets they were doing like the one with the circle to indicate costs on characters, like
Hmm.
Baby Five. They got rid of that in lieu of just having it as text. So it'll say like
Yeah.
rest one Don and this character, where originally it would
Yeah.
have the one in the circle and then rest this character.
Yeah. I don't mind it. It's just makes
I
it
don't
more
mind
clear
it.
for
I
people.
thought it was funny that they tried something that was pretty generally understood, and they're just like, maybe
Let's
this
make it
way.
clearer.
That's probably future proofing.
Or it could have,
Hmm.
or it could have just been that maybe they just like Magic does this, we don't, we just want to do something different. Or it could be
That's
legal.
fair.
We won't know, and I doubt Bandai will reach out to tell us because we have 6 subscribers and get about 20 views a week.
Wait, hold up. We have six now? Fuck
We
yeah.
have 6, hell yeah.
Uh,
To all 6 of our subscribers. We love you.
You are appreciated.
If we ever
thanks
start a
for
Patreon, don't feel like you have to participate. We're
Pl-
not asking for
Please,
money.
please don't. No.
Our Patreon
Oh.
is $1 a year.
If
And
you,
if you
if you
see
get
us in public, you may high five us.
yes, you get a high five, a crisp high five. $5, you get a foot pick. I now hold on. I never said it'd be
But
my
as we
foot.
might need to cut that because we might start making money.
I never said it'd be my foot.
You,
Could you imagine just sending pictures of
I,
random people and
I just
flip flops?
look. I joke about that, but I every time I take pictures of stuff when I get it in the mail, somehow I always get my feet in the picture, and I'm like, I, I'm hard pressed to convince people it's by accident still because it happens all the damn time, and I'm never wearing socks or shoes half the time anymore.
Hey, look what I got in the mail. Look at my pigs.
Look at this sweet, sweet, freshly washed toesies.
Christ. What have I
For
unleashed?
a small fee of $4.99 plus shipping and handling, a plastic mold could be yours.
That's less than $1 a toe.
And this is where we lose what half our subscribership.
And we won't miss them. They're not appreciated as much.
Look,
If they don't enjoy feet, they can get out of here.
we went down to 7 views a month. And that's me messaging my family too, saying, please like, subscribe, and obey.
Right. And obey, he says.
Hey, gotta squeeze in some Borderlands 3 where I can.
Respect.
But I think that's pretty much all I have on like the One Piece front. I'm
Mm,
gonna be hopping back into the anime here once I
I
finish
dig it.
season of Castlevania, and I'm like, I watched it in a day. Let's be
That's
honest, it was
fair.
4 episodes. But
Fair.
they used the term floating vampire Jesus, so I'm like, yeah, we gotta at least get through episode 4.
I respect it. Yeah,
But yeah,
that's fair.
I finished Kengan Ashura too, and I actually liked that a lot more than I was sad for the ending, but I respect how they handled it. So, yeah, I'm gonna hop back into One Piece here soon.
I dig it. Yeah, hopefully
Watch
you'll be
them
able to
beat
make
the
more
crap
tournaments
out of
soon.
some celestial dragons,
Yes.
as they
God.
should.
Oh, you are having a good time. You're gonna have a good time.
I know that we're slowly approaching the time skip, and I know a fistful of very unfortunate events that are on the horizon before said time skip.
You really just said that.
Yeah.
You really just said that.
I mean, I could make a donut reference. I know that's the one thing that's on the major plot point on the horizon that I'm looking forward to the least because I finally get to the parts where Ace is finally making more appearances and I'm like, do not get attached.
Too late, buddy.
You know what's coming. I'm like, why the hell are they making him so likable?
Also, for anyone who's like, "Oh, you just spoiled it,"
It's been
it was
20 years. You're a little late
10,
to the party.
20. I thought it was 10.
Wasn't. Oh, it could have been. Hey,
10
get,
long. It's been a long time.
It's a double digit. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
I've been at my job fewer years than this stuff has been available. You may roast me in the comments, but I feel like I have free reign to at least. It's not like I'm making spoilers for current stuff. I don't even know half the stuff other than what the mural I think was the last major
Yeah,
event
and
thing that I
yeah,
got interested in.
yeah, and I do not spoil things for people. Like I am full anti present day spoiler.
Yeah, like I won't talk about any aside from the fact that they I think the most spoiler we did was talk about how they were doing the Zebek flashback arc.
Yes,
And
yes,
I
and
feel like
that's
since
fine.
I don't know enough, I feel like that's just enough common on to be like, hey, you're just, this arc is on its way, but
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I don't have enough information to spoil it for you.
You could. It's fun. That's all I'm gonna say. You're gonna like it when you get to it.
I'm looking forward to seeing the Rogers arc because
That
I like the
that
characters in his crew so much. And yeah, there's a lot on the horizon that I'm very excited to see.
you're it's gonna be a fun ride. I do highly recommend it. Phil, I recommend it to you too.
Oh, I'm getting into it.
Hey,
My oldest has watched. I think he's caught up. I think Noah's current.
Probably.
So
He watches
and
a lot of anime.
yeah, and I've been watching. I've watched The Three Caballeros 17,000 times in the last year, in the last like week. It's my 2-year-old is obsessed.
understandable.
I mean,
That's
if it
fair.
makes you
Also, it's
feel
a good
better,
movie.
my 1-year-old loves Miss Rachel, and I will sit at my desk and just hum the songs from it. And not for nothing, they're catchy and they can coast on those songs, and that's be completely acceptable of my book.
It's a Donald Duck movie from the 40s. Why does he want to watch it so often?
Why
It's
not?
colorful.
I say Donald Duck was some good stuff.
I mean, it was,
It
but
is.
it gets very, very old very, very quick.
It does. But I think, guys, we probably should cut it here, partially because I'm getting yelled at to go to
Oh
dinner.
no.
It's that time?
It's that time. I'm
Well then,
sorry.
people, thank you for joining us again this week for the pod. There will be no additional segments. This has just been a rambly episode, but thanks for coming out. We love seeing you here, and
Yeah,
hopefully we'll have the Philbert here for some more episodes in the future.
absolutely. I look forward to it. We'll just call this a special bonus episode.
Hell yeah!
Hey.
So,
Yeah,
Fred, as always, it's been a wonderful time being able to see and hang out with you. I always look forward to this.
always a pleasure, Wads. Oh, I miss you, buddy. I will see you in person about a month or two from now, about two
I
months from
am
now.
counting down the days, my friend, counting them
Heck
down.
yeah. Mm.
All right, everybody.
All right.
It's good seeing you.
This has
Catch
been
you
Coast to
on the next
Coast.
one.
Later.